All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What up, what up, what up? S.O.L.E Fever, K-Mac.
Karate Best, a.k.a. Lace Lord.
And what's your name, sir?
King X, man.
King X. Where you from? Tell him where you from.
Vietnam, 2-6, man. Stand up.
He really excited you right now.
Man.
I've been hazing this dude like for all weekend, like just like he said he want to rap. He said he got what it takes. But I said, look, we got to talk about our next guest. My man Adrian's come. I want you to learn about Adrian and Prima Elements. What you got for me?
I'll go spit a little freestyle.
Okay, a little freestyle for it. Look, don't try to hide the phone. Bring the phone up. Let everybody see it. He got the photo. Yeah, so it's not really a freestyle, but it's a rhyme. You wrote this rhyme.
Yeah.
Let me hear what you got. It's not a freestyle off the
it's
dome.
a freestyle because it ain't got no hook.
Okay, all right, cool.
Facts. But Fayetteville, NC, 120. Fayetteville, NC, 124 Anderson Street. Come to Pemberton, you could probably get some juice like me. So I'm garnish with the flavor like a Prima smoothie. I swear I'm bragging, got me looking like a Prima groupie. Hi, and I'm still a young, cool kid with so much juice. I let Prima be the best, man. So come down and relax and get a rock the beat. Prima got it all, 124 Anderson Street.
Hey, all right, cool. You know what I'm about to say, right? Do it again. Better this thing.
Yeah,
you know you sound like
I know what I sound like now.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Vietnam, NC, 124 Anderson Street. Come to Prima, you could probably get some juice like me. So organic with the flavor like a Prima smoothie. I swear I'm bragging, got me looking like a Prima groupie. Hi, and I'm still a young, cool kid. So much juice, I let Prima be the best, man. So come down and relax and get a rock the beat. Prima got it all, 124 Anderson Street.
Oh, you see, I know what it was. That 124 Anderson Street. You got to work on that. See, you got to get that twister. You got to get the twister lips. 124 Anderson Street. It was good. You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See.
It was clutch as hell.
Yeah.
See, here at S.O.L.E Fever, we're gonna use you, but we want you to use us, cause that's called a jingle, bruh.
Yeah.
Do you know that's a jingle? We might be able to charge him for that.
Like
He doesn't know that. Yeah. All we need is a little piano or something. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's why I made you wear the shirt.
Yeah.
Cause it's on camera. Get the shirt on camera right there. Sorry for moving it. Hey, yo, before we get into that, man, I had to say shout out to the Concords, the baby Concords. What do you think about these, Karate?
Always fire. You can't go wrong.
I bought these for my unborn child, and then she's been born. I passed that to him. You ain't gonna let my man touch that? Karate, he reached over you.
my fault.
Okay, look. Fun facts. The designer was Tinker Hatfield. Stats on this one. This was Jordan's 4th NBA championship, second to none. He was the MVP of the regular season, MVP of the All-Star game, and MVP of the finals. Now, what shoe, Karate, did he wear in the All-Star game this year?
What year?
The year of this shoe.
Oh,
He got the MVP. What year?
The Columbia.
The Columbia.
Yeah.
Ding. All-Star 96. Also, we had the Breads.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody's favorite one with the red at the bottom. You know what we're talking about right now?
Nah.
You just.
I did vibe my head. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool though. It's cool. We really into it,
I'm
man.
soaking it in.
But Karate, I got something for you, man. I have my pair that has some soul separation. So I heard that Revamp 26 can take care of this right
I
here.
got you. It's too easy. Man.
Shout out Revamp 26. If you got something like this has happened to your shoe, that happened because I was on a tour or something, and it was just heat in the trunk or something.
It was pop locking. Like,
No, I was not pop
he
locking.
was dancing with Chris Brown.
Yo, God. Chris Breezy. Can you restore the patent leather and bring back the shine?
And I like the fact that you didn't try to glue these yourself.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew. I said I gotta leave it for Karate to do it, cause you don't want to mess everything up.
Yeah, I got you though. I got you.
All right,
For
cool.
sure.
We about to get into it. It's S.O.L.E Fever Radio, S.O.L.E Fever Podcast, Revamp 26 in the building. King X, what up, man? Give me your Instagram
The Real King _X.
and give him a rhyme on the way out. It better be fire, hot fire right now.
Yeah, fact.
Go, press play.
I'm a suspect of crime, victim of pain. Homies is dying over the work that they slain, trying too hard to attain the money and fame. Money, cars, and the clothes, man, this shit is insane. Though my older cousin was slain due to the beef in the streets in front of his daughter and wife. The tears soaking the streets, and there's some people that saw it, but they ain't saying a peep. I charge it to the game, cause that's the code of the streets. I say it's cold in the streets, like a nice box. But my twin Glocks keep me warm and some hot rocks. Motivation to hustle, cracking my tube socks. My ambitions as a rider like I'm Tupac. And dog, the bottom was tough, but I was even harder. They say the bill was a trap, so I even bother. But lyrics from my favorite artists made me even smarter.
Right.
Reality, that's a hard pill to swallow. I sit back and reminisce about the old days, chasing my dreams. Nightmares are back when I was plotting a scheme. Little nigga, big 40 on the chase for the green. Never thinking consequences, all I'm thinking was cream. I was a hot boy, temperature 1,000 degrees is now like
Still
the system
going.
trying to beat me down to my knees. And I'ma stand high, my head high, and I'ma do it big. Shout out to Bed-Stuy. They heard everybody corner, they heard everybody store. Now they about to hear mine. I'm about to put the game to sleep, motherfucker. Bedtime. And I ain't never had so when I get it, I'm good. I made a name for myself. Now I'm living up to it. You trying to run from the hood, but
Still
you can't
going.
hide, cause what the devil looking for, you better know he'll find.
What?
Man, these niggas is blind. They need to open their eyes.
Say
Some
what?
of their homies is cobras and trying to spit in their eyes. Hella man, it's surprise. Some niggas plotting to ride against you, trying to make your fucking family miss you. Real shit. They cut from
Talking
a
to me?
cloth, true shit.
Wait,
You need to cut some niggas off, cause if you fall, the only person you can blame is you. It's your motherfucking fault. They try to leave me in the dark, but I'ma shine bright. Cause God told me that the dark comes to the light. My prayers go out to them niggas that be serving white. And to them niggas on the corner, and to them niggas on the yard already serving life. And to my nigga PC, keep your head up, nigga. Think about the situation, I get fed up, nigga. I know it's hurt to see it I know it hurt to see that nigga take the stand on you, nigga. 23 a lot of time, but we can handle that, nigga. I know it's funny how your own niggas change up.
I'm sorry, man.
Cannon.
You hear me?
Bruh, I thought you was gonna give me like a hot 8 bars, like a Kit Kat or something.
No, man, I've been holding this in all morning.
I got it's all good, bro. Like I can tell. Okay, how we gonna take it? Go take him downstairs and get some juice. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. What up? What up? What up? What up, though? These joints loud as a fuck. Is it loud? Is it just me?
Nah, it feels definitely
I
loud.
really feel like y'all yelling at me. Can we adjust any level? Nah, we just gonna talk. We gonna wrap it up. Look. Yeah, what up, Zach? Zach in the camera. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. Man, we got the camera rolling. We got the podcast going. This is episode. Nah, that's too low. Now look, turn me up, son. Turn me up, son. Yeah, that's good.
You fuck with those knobs.
Yeah.
You get it where you want.
Yeah. I probably could have figured that out, the knob thing. You know, we know all about knobs, man, because we break the stereo. What you listening to right now, man?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been on that Davies.
Davies?
Yeah, he got me on my ratchet gangster shit right now.
What about you, Karate?
I've been on some old school. I can't even lie.
That's what I need.
Tribe
You
and all that.
ain't on the old school I've been on, bro. I shout out to Back Around Records, man, because I went in there yesterday, scored TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool, Boys Have Been Cool, High Harmony,
Yeah, you take it back, G.
Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 2 Jay-Z. Definitely got him, man. You know,
That was me 3 months ago on the J.
yeah, I was riding really reckless yesterday, especially when doom turn up music high.
I actually went to
Yeah.
the J concert out in Sac like a couple months back.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope. The 444, whatever.
444.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was
Jay's
pretty lit.
13th album, by the way, on that joint.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about Jay at this point because unless you've been under a rock, Coachella was taken over by Beyonce not too
Beachella.
long ago.
Yeah.
Is it Baychella or Beachella?
It's like
Beachella. Well, I say Beachella because
Beachella.
That's how you say it?
Nah, Beyonce.
Oh yeah, I don't say it at all, but you know, shit. If I had to read it, I would pronounce it Baychella.
that's the
But she
word
did her
out.
thing. She had the HBCU bands, the marching band. Shout out to FAMU 100, Marching 100, some rattlers. Saw some drum majors from way back when. Honda Battle the Band alumnus. So that was like in awe. And not only that, she brings Jay, because bring right back to this Jay. So
Right.
on the run tour scheduled to be kicking off soon. They going around the world, around the nation. Check your local listings to see if it's coming anywhere near you, or you might want to just go on over to StubHub because somebody bought those tickets already. They even had to add extra shows to the LA date and Atlanta and probably some other ones, but I know for sure Atlanta got an extra date.
Bro, it's huge.
They're doing their thing. Like
Yeah.
they like the circus, man. When
Nah, seriously.
I almost want to go after seeing Beachella,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
What do you mean? What do you,
I just feel
was my enthusiasm? Damn! Was that I had too much enthusiasm? And
You oversold it.
I think I'm about to. Wow! I wish we could press pause and start this over, but we can't. Gotta go. And now I'm probably gonna get a life. I'll probably become a life member of the Beehive. Maybe they.
Right.
I just go ahead and send me my patch. Tell me when the interest meeting is. You know. I mean, I'm down. Like she the argument it was on a couple other shows. You know, is that the best performance? Is she the best performer ever? Is she better than Michael Jackson?
I mean, she's up there though. I mean,
Is
I
she
can't.
better
lie for
than?
her.
Yeah, I can't.
Is she's past Tina Turner though. I can't. Because Tina Turner only one. I mean, I don't even want to put her in the same category. Because I mean, not offending anybody. You know, hoping nobody's offended by what I'm saying is, but to compare them both because they both dance so much.
Yeah.
Like Tina
I'm about
Turner
to say,
always was dancing
especially
and
for
singing,
her era too, man.
and
Like,
stayed looking good until 70 something
Yeah.
years. She look good now. She got to be 80 years old.
Yo, that energy she had was like, oh my god.
You're being recorded. Karate said that Tina Turner is 90 years old.
Nah, the Teen Hive gonna come.
Bruh
Teen
said
Hive.
Anime is 90 years old.
Oh.
Eat the cake, anime. All right. Sorry, man. So, who do we have here? My name is K Mac.
Karate Best, aka Lace Lord.
Yeah, my name is Adrian Burgos.
Adrian Burgos from
I'm Fayetteville, North Carolina, owner of Prima Elements Holistic Wellness Center.
Prima Elements Holistic Center and home of the famous Juice Cleanse, if I can get a camera shot of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Famous shot of the
definitely.
Juice Cleanse.
Yeah.
You guys open early.
Well, yeah, we actually, honestly, I'll open up whenever somebody wants to come in, but hours on the door, 8 to 8, and by appointments.
And what flavor do we have? What we rocking with right here?
All right, this is the apple a day.
Take a
This is
sip.
Pineapple, apple, and a drop of peppermint essential doTERRA oil.
Top of the peppermint. Just a little touch of the peppermint.
It's a drop.
I can
Yeah,
taste the
just-
peppermint.
yeah,
It's
just
like an
enough.
aftertaste.
Yo, 2
Right.
drops would have been too much.
It's like what I want my breath to taste like.
Right. That's
You
that
know what I'm saying?
summer. That's that summer
It's good.
refreshment right there.
Because what it tastes like is what it's probably going to smell like.
Yeah.
You best believe.
Nah.
Yeah.
Unless you just something wrong and you think it tastes all right and it smell wrong. I don't know. That's why we got the peppermints here.
No, I love it.
Courtesy of Prima Elements. I actually
And Capo.
took it from y'all. But, you know.
No, I didn't even know we had peppermint.
Yeah, now you don't have any more because I took them all. But let's talk about that. How you got it going, man? Because it's a family business, right?
No, definitely. My mom actually, it was her dream. Probably about like 4 or 5 years ago. Everybody got together. Me and my uncle renovated the building along with other people too.
How long did that take you?
It took us 2 years. We
Sheesh.
we built the bar, the reception desk, the rooms. We sectioned them off with the drywall, pulled out bathrooms, a lot of demo. The shit was crazy.
And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, our great editor Zach is showing you the inside of Prima Elements right now. We're taking virtual tours right now, and we're back.
There a couple times.
And we're back. Okay, so
It's
tell
hella dope in there,
us
man.
about what goes on the whole holistic wellness experience.
Okay. It's more like everybody knows, like mind, body, and spirit. We really focus on that as a collective, like with the meditation, the yoga, the juice cleansing, just to like kind of bring you back to a whole and bring you back to your natural self. Because a lot of people are who they're programmed to be and not who they're meant to naturally be.
And what's the program? Speak on the mean program.
It's interesting, like, okay, binaural beats are natural sounds like birds and water and the river and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those communicate to you on a molecular level, you know? And then you have people that, because that calms and that heals on a molecular cellular level, right? Then you got people that they feel like if I just sit down and listen to Cardi B, I'll be relaxed and calm down. Which, if that is true, that's cool. That's great for you. But you got to understand that certain frequencies and certain music and radio stations and TVs, they kind of had their own objective and agendas within themselves. So
that's why when you late to work, Migos will get you there.
Cause you about to speed up, you gonna punch the gas, and you gonna turn up. And that's real because
Hey,
you know
hey,
you
walk
get
like
the
I'm talking.
feelings.
Hey, switching lanes,
Right.
switching lane. Hey,
Exactly.
hey, skirt. But when you hear certain dongs,
Yeah, man. Yeah. It does. They have real like healing capabilities. Like I have different protocols. Like I got this rest station lounge. I'm actually the director of Pathways for Veterans. So I have this lounge that uses binaural beats, frequencies, and vibrations that as a collective they have their own healing properties. Like I got one for autism, back pain, depression.
what?
Yeah, PTSD. So
Just to calm the body.
like I did a mucus protocol because I have like mucus problems or whatnot. So I didn't see nothing, didn't feel nothing that day I did it, but the next day I was like expelling all my mucus. And then one time I went 2 days no sleep and I had an expo that I had to do. I jumped on my recharged and energized protocol. It's like a 55-minute protocol.
Yeah.
Did it, got through my whole day.
Wow.
Like it's interesting, and like people that have had back pains that they can't get rid of, they go up there for my back spasm and pain. They get off, they're good. And I was skeptic at first too. Like I'm not gonna lie, but it really works.
Yeah.
It's like real legit.
Now, when I met you, man, it was like probably had to be around the first of the year when I really, really met you. It was like I wanted to make a change, New Year's resolution.
Yo.
And in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is like the perfect spot because you have all of the machines, the kettlebells, a hardwood floor area in front of a mirror, and you know, I'm going to ask you now. I'll probably put you. Can I use your space to train people for show performances?
Yeah, if you want.
Because I just walked in there and I was like, because we got the rapper, the guy we met the other day.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that. That's going to be next episode, or it'll be 4.1. You know?
I mean, honestly, K, I had no problem with that.
Yeah, no,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
I just wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
like, because it's like, it popped in my mind, and that's what this show was all about. How organic can we be to come together to make bigger things happen? Because people all the time want to get better, and they come to me for consultation, and one of the ones is people that want to rehearse. They want their live show to be better.
Right.
Why does T.I. start off with a hoodie and end up with no shirt on?
Right.
Because he's really giving you this show.
Right.
And if I can watch T.I. pretty much pour his soul into the mic, then I'm more apt to what? Come and see him again.
Yeah.
Buy his album. Request his song.
You respect that stage performance.
So when you're trying to so when you try and come up, that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to come up, why not already have that stage performance? Why not already just have that? That's one thing that you can perfect. Because you don't need a record deal to have a strong stage performance.
Nah.
You don't need a studio to have a strong stage performance.
That's facts.
You don't even need a microphone to have a strong stage performance.
Nope.
You can go in the back of a field and give all you got to the corn and pretend like that corn is a million people or thousands of people at a Bank of America stadium.
Nah.
And that's how you envision and that's how you'll perform. My mom always told me that. She was like, don't start too big. You got to start from the ground. Because she said, Kevin, you always think so big.
Right.
And I'd be like, Mom, but it's big. You know, I can see it. And she would have to slow me down and say, all right, well, you want to get that big, you got to go step by step. What is it going to take? And every time I listened to her and I took those little steps, I did get that big because it was like, it might have got uncontrollably big.
Yeah.
But when I took her
some progress,
advice,
though.
you know what I'm saying? Because before you know it, it'll light. And that's what I see happening.
That's real, bro.
Or had happened with Prima. I saw you guys on the grind. So 5 years ago, take us back, it was y'all were just coming out of the 2 years of renovating. And you're tired of coming to this block by now.
It's real that you said that because by the time it was done renovating and was open for business, I was done. I was drained. I was literally there. Like I didn't even want to be there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And it's crazy because like I really had got depressed and I had started gaining weight. So, and it's like I got my facility right here, but I'm not even utilizing it. So what I did was December 1st last year, I started a juice cleanse. I did 30 days no food and just straight juice. And I was 280 and I'm 225 now.
280 to 225?
Yeah, dead ass.
Do the math on that karate.
Yeah, it's like 60 pounds.
He like, you do it. It's a lot. It's a lot. That equals a lot, bro.
Right. And it's like I did 30 minutes cardio every day. And I still do it, and I still juice. Like I make sure I get a juice every day.
Yeah, juice break right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Juice is being found at 124 Anderson Street.
Yo.
Prima Elements.
Facts.
Juice cleanse.
No lie, it changed my life though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it really changed my life, bro.
Man, so speaking of changing lives, we're going to change lanes just a little bit, man. I'm going to take you back to 2009, that year. Yeah, it was the year, ironically, when S.O.L.E Fever was actually started, when I took my first journey to New York. Well, not my first journey to New York, but it was like the way I got there was my first real journey. Like,
Right.
let me
Yeah,
see
he
if
was
I...
twerking, trying to get
Nah,
gas.
it was- I did what I had to do. Nah, but like it's crazy. Like, and this is what the podcast is for, because I finally tell the story, and if somebody doesn't want to hear this long ass story, they can fast forward it or unsubscribe, however you want to rock. 2009, McDonald's wants to do an eye story on me. I met some people at McDonald's during the CIAA, and I told them, yeah, I used to work at McDonald's. Me and my man Terry. Matter of fact, we invented the double filet. We want our money. We had triple quarter pounders with Big Mac sauce on it. Mm-hmm. Run that check. Y'all over here doing double filets. We did that back in 95. What are you talking about? So they're like, man, you used to work at McDonald's, and now you're doing this. You're hosting. We want to do an eye story on you. We're going to fly you to Chicago. I'm like, what? I told my mom, like, yo, Mom, I'm getting flown to Chicago.
Right.
McDonald's gonna do an eye story. I told my girl. I think I told my mom first, but then I told my girl because I'm a mama's boy. But and later on in life, I had to change that. I had to start telling now my wife stuff, of course, first. Right. And then Mom, you may never know about that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was a learning experience for me. So anyway, they fly me up to Chicago. They pick me up in the limo. They take me to this place where they're doing marketing.
Right.
But it's not McDonald's. It's a whole separate entity where they have Coronas, cannolis, basketball goals, just shooting around ideas.
Honestly.
And it's about 5 people and a photographer, right? And they're dressed and they're wearing what they want to wear. And they're like, all right, man, you ready to take some pictures? I get in front of the camera. I got my purple eggplant phones. Got the fake Gucci belt. It was fake. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it came from, but it was mine. And it was going to be in this picture, right?
Sheesh.
And took the pictures, did my thing. And after everything was over, they was like, all right, your flight leaves at 5. I was like, wait, don't I get to go to like a Bulls game? What about Oprah? Doesn't she start around 5? Y'all ain't got no room set up for me? Y'all about to send me back to Fayetteville today?
Damn.
I felt disrespected. Like, I said, well, send me to New York. Well, at first I asked to go to LA, but they're like, how you going to get back? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
And plus it's going to cost more to see you across the country.
Right.
But we right here in Chicago. We can take you to O'Hare, and you'll be in LaGuardia by, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. I called frat brother, my man Danny Ragg, like, yo, I don't know. You got some numbers for me? Because Danny know all the bros everywhere. So he gave me one number, PJ Camacho,
Right.
bruh from Elizabeth City State, and I never met him. I land, I call, he picks up the phone. He's at a Yankees game. They had just built the stadium.
Crucial.
He from the Bronx, and he Camacho let you know that he
Yes,
down,
baby.
he down with the squad.
Right.
I'm asking him to leave a Yankees game to come scoop me from LaGuardia. I did not realize it until he picked me up when he let me know.
Crucial.
Yeah, I was at a nice to meet you and everything, but I
Right,
just
right.
left a Yankees game to pick you up.
Right.
Like, it was kind of like, you better be a good guy.
Right.
You better be worth it.
Right.
Excuse me for hitting the table, but we go around the corner. I said, man, what other numbers do I have? I called some family members. People in New York, they a little funny about their space. I had a family member tell me, I don't got enough room. And I'm like, I'm in New York. What do you mean you don't have enough room? I just need shelter. Like, can I be within your space? Can I hang on your couch? Can I use your sink and your toilet at some point while I'm here? And they like,
bro.
I ain't got no room. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, holla at me. I'm at work right now. Call me back. I'm like, okay. The other number I had was J. Cole. I called them. They're in Mount Vernon.
Damn.
So I say Camacho. And Camacho remember the story. Hey, yo, can you take me to Mount Vernon? Now, I don't know the relation from Bronx to Mount Vernon, but it ain't close. Because he was like, hell no. He teaches school, so the next morning, He just drops me off at the subway, and I go in Manhattan, and that's when my journey began, just in Manhattan, and that's a whole nother story. But I had to get to that jungle, and I had 2 numbers. Both of those numbers have gone over to do great things.
Yeah,
Camacho's great at teaching. He's a great graphic designer. He's got a beard company. He's into, when the beard thing started, his beard like way down to here, and he got the oils for it and everything. Like, he's turned it into a business. First person put me on the Uber way back when. But the second person was J. Cole, of course, multi-platinum superstar. Everybody know who Cole is. And 2009 was that year.
Yeah.
2009 was that year where these boys came through with the warm up.
Yeah.
And we did the first mixtape release party. Ironically, it was the same night that Michael Jackson passed away. We're having a mixtape release party for J. Cole, listening to Grown Simba. And I heard Grown Simba. Of course, Lights Please was the one that was in rotation.
Yeah.
But that Grown Simba let me know that, bro, I'm about to be around for a while.
Yeah.
Now, around the same time, there was guys about in his early 20s. He was at a thrift store. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what's interesting? You're talking about me. But at that date particular, when Michael Jackson died, I was actually in Italy in a strip club. And it was a sad moment because I was getting this private dance, and they were playing Michael all day. I'm like, why are they playing all this Michael on the videos?
Mind you, it's rich people problems. Right?
And for the record, what's Michael Jackson saw what they played at the strip club?
Yo,
that makes
what was they playing?
Like,
oh
beat it.
you smooth criminal.
Beat it.
I don't know what it
He
was.
said, beat it.
I was like, yo, this is my shit. And Shorty was like, she could barely speak English, but Michael, he died. I was like, what? Like, bitch, get off me. Like, I can't even think. Like, what you talking about, Mike's dead?
Like, how you gonna bring these emotions?
Yo.
All that to feel too many emotions at one time, man.
I ran through a check that night,
bro. I said, Michael died. Get off me.
I was sad. But back to that. When I flew back, thrift store, yeah, bro, that was a grind.
You was at the thrift store. Tell us about that grind back then.
Yo, right across from FSU. It was like, if everybody can remember, it's like a turquoise looking building now, but when I had it, it was a pink little small. Everybody thought it was my house. Like, everybody just thought I was just out at my house, it was like off the porch. But
they got like artwork in there now, right?
I don't even know. I haven't been in
There's been a lot of things. It used to be beside the juke joint.
Yeah,
they tore down.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody know about the juke joint.
Everybody know about the juke joint. And I was selling my grandma. My grandma's a hoarder, so she has like all these clothes at the house. So
I'm glad you said hoarder, boy. You kind of might.
I'm glad he said that dir.
That dir, baby. My grandma's a hoarder. I was like, oh.
So we got all these clothes we're selling and shit, and we did that. I did that for years, man. I was out there selling old thrift clothes for like 2 years. And I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I like selling, bro. I like selling. I like working for myself. But it's a struggle too to not make no money. To go somewhere and be there for 12 hours and not make no money. Yeah. So that persistence alone, you got to be real determined just to, I don't know, stick with things. But at the same time, incorporate new things. And one thing that we used to always bump heads with, because she's older, I'm young, so I'm trying to bring in the new, and older people are not good with change or stepping out their comfort zone.
Definitely.
And it was a struggle, but every now and then she'd get upset when because I go to Baltimore, New York, and get I was getting the at the time, like the comic book shirts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'd hit B more up, get a bunch of them shirts for the load, and I come down here and I was booming them. And you know, it's
I never knew that. Like,
yeah.
We needed it. Why didn't we not have this plug, Karate?
Yo,
right.
No lie.
Right across the street.
Because a little sneakerheads know that a comic book shirt will more likely match a pair of wild ass sneakers. Better than anything else. You know what I mean?
had the Black Panther tees. I had like the Hulk tees, the Red Hulk tees. Like, these shit was hot. And they was selling like crazy. And then I don't know, somewhere, you know what? I'm gonna tell you when we started working at the shop, my grandma had actually got sick. She had a quadruple bypass. And then like 7 months later, she had like had to go under like 4 different brain surgeries. She came out on top though. She's still here. She's actually one of my clients at my
Shout
work.
out grandma.
Yeah,
She's doing all the
Yeah.
she's doing all the healing. She's on the juices and everything.
Yeah, no
What's
lie.
her favorite flavor?
She likes the green with envy. It's got like spinach, kale, bell pepper, celery, cucumber, lemon.
And
I don't think I'll be getting that one.
That was super great.
you gotta go over there, Karate, because the name are the flavors in here. Holy kale.
Yeah.
Some like it hot.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Yeah. Shout
An
out to
apple
Mike.
a day.
Shout
That's
out
what
to
we're
Mike.
drinking right now.
Right.
Beat it plus. You got the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one on there?
No lie, it's the apple a day.
Apple a day.
The apple a day.
I like the what was some called the rabbit. It's called the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. No, that
We
one's
got a
legit
lot of
too.
kids carrot based.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to see what's going on.
Right. Carrots are real good for cancer too, man.
Really? For real? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But it was an amazing experience working at the thrift store, pushing that grind, because it taught me a lot of determination and to never give up. And it was funny because you learned some interesting things. Like, it was a sweater. We used to always get into it. Like, oh, grandma's sweater's ugly. No one's going to buy it. It'd be an ugly sweater, like a puppy on it. You know what I'm saying?
But you believed in it.
Yo, not even that. She knew this is her lane. She was not there because she's introvert and
Extrovert?
yeah, she don't do good with people at all. Like as soon as a customer comes, she would like leave. So I'm like,
Introvert, I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
right. So an hour later, after I bashed her about this sweater, some lady comes in there. Oh my God, this is beautiful, and buys it. I was like, you know what? I learned something interesting because I was like, I would say something like, "Oh, this is whack." When she was like, "Adrian, there's whack people that like whack things," and it kind of messed my head up, but it was true. I was like, it kind of like gauged my perception for us consumers. I was like, damn. So
did it open your mind to these different lanes? Like we gotta stay in our own lanes, but don't discredit someone else's lane.
Right,
You know?
exactly.
And that's the thing, like when you're selling something, because like with me, shoes, like I can't just cop shoes that I like. Like I got to have something for everybody.
Everybody, man, you really do.
And know about them too. Like
Exactly.
this as well.
Exactly.
When I was on manager of a foot store, sneaker store, I won't mention them because they ain't paid me. But when I was the manager over there, like some people came in, they had plantar fasciitis. Like they wanted to know what shoe would be best for that.
Right.
They didn't, or for the overpronated or something like that.
Right.
You know, what shoe would be best for that? What type of insole would be best for that? And I had to be an expert. I had to be thoroughly immersed in what a shoe is, not just this is the latest Jordan.
Right.
Bordeaux 6.
Stylistically,
By the way.
You know?
7, excuse me. Thank you, Lace Lord.
Trust them down, lace.
For if it had not been, if it had not been for you. Boy, and I got my high school jersey on. I didn't give it back after, a losing season. They were like, all right, turn your jerseys in. I was like, I'm going to keep this. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Y'all already know this was my number. This might have been just another random. But shout out McNamara, you know what I'm saying? I got kicked out. Nah, that's why I shout y'all out because, I did something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I made something out of myself. And the guy that kicked me out, I ain't going to talk bad about him because I heard he passed away. But he was he wasn't hating on me, but when you a kid, you feel like somebody hating on you.
Yeah,
He probably was, bro.
He really was, but
was.
And the fact that I can't go nah look at me now
Right,
because after a while it was like, man, whatever.
Right.
Because he did. I learned from him.
Yeah.
I learned from the experience. I am at a nice prestigious high school.
Yeah.
Mom's paying good money to go to school here,
Yeah.
and because because of me, because of things I could have controlled, I get put out. And it was like, I felt like, man, you know what? You could have gave me a chance. I ain't that bad. I ain't no bad guy out here.
Right.
Okay, I was late for class, or okay, I'm out of uniform, and
you smell cigarettes in the bathroom.
Right.
And I called Mr. So-and-so such and such, to his face, but you ain't had to kick me out, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Nah, I feel you, though. I do feel you.
But it was cool because I became a journeyman way back then in high school. I went to like 4 different high schools, and I finally ended up at Crossland High School, and that's when I was like, I found my niche, because I went to all these private schools that they were like, nah, he bad, he gotta go. Nah, he bad, he gotta go. Nah, he bad, he gotta go. Then I finally go to a public school where there were people that were in some people's eyes worse than as bad as I was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the people that they were in administration at that school were like, well, he's not bad. Matter of fact, we like him. And they started giving me responsibilities because I could relate to the kids that they thought were bad that weren't that bad. Nah, they were. Some of them were really bad, and some of them were my friends, but some of them weren't really my friends. It was high school. You don't even know what friendship is.
Right.
Like I was probably friends with bullies. They were bullying me. I ain't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I thought they was my friends because at least they ain't beating me up like they beating y'all up. They hang out with me, or they just want to ride in the Lexus that I drive. I think it's got something to do with this Lexus I drive. So I had to figure stuff out in high school the hard way. But it transcribes into business because when you learn about yourself early.
Yeah.
And you know that, hey, man, you know what? I'm my way. These are the ways that I have. You can say, yo, let me put that to the side. A wise man told me just the other night, don't get a suit and tie job not willing to wear a suit and tie.
Yeah. Thanks.
You know, and that checked me because I don't like to get a haircut all the time, but I sell expensive cars. So at some point I have to groom myself and put on that Hugo Boss like I'm supposed to, button it all the way up to the top, put that jacket on, even though it's 80 degrees, put that jacket on. You know what I'm saying? Put on them Johnson Murphys. Even though I don't like the way they feel on my little toe. Right. I'd rather have on some Yeezys or something. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because guess what? My daughter can have the life that she's going to have.
Okay, but that's interesting you said that. Because it's like we do it. You do it for your daughter. But it's at the same time we doing it because we got to conform. We got to conform to our consumers. Because it's like, I'm the same way. Like, cut your dreads. And I mean, that might make my business go up more. But I had to kind of like compromise. And what I did was I put a face that the particular consumers in this general area would be comfortable with. So, and my business went up. You know what I mean? And it's like stepping out and just like kind of like just like repositioning myself with someone else.
They think you're the janitor.
Right. They think I'm the janitor.
But you're the owner. And that's okay because either way you got the keys. Right. I got the keys.
And that's I'm cool with that because it's like, I mean, it just is what it is, man. And it's like, it's interesting because like I took a class where he's at Tech where I believe they were stealing business plans because that's what they wanted you to do was write your business plan and give it to them, which I didn't participate very well.
You don't know. You just never know.
Right.
Like I got to give you this disclaimer. This is proprietary information. By the way, I will sue you.
By the way. And it was interesting because everybody in there, their main thing was like they didn't want to work for nobody. And it's like me, I'm over here thinking like, damn, well, when you own a business, you kind of work for your customers because whatever they want, you got to accommodate. So now you don't just have one boss. You have hundreds of bosses.
With opinions. And y'all should do it this way.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Or can I get this? Or can you do this? And you have to accommodate that if you want to be successful. So I tell people all the time, man, like, it's interesting because it's like, yeah, you want to work for yourself? Or do you want to work for yourself or do you want to work for a company that pays you way more than working for yourself for? You know?
Right.
But the second one, I don't want to do that because somehow, some way, the more you get, like, responsibility, the more they work you, the more you're drained, and the less you know who you are. Like, you don't get to get out of character. That's true. I would feel like as an entrepreneur,
I'm free. I ain't gonna lie.
You're free.
I get to be myself
and
all day.
That's the purpose of this.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
You know, in S.O.L.E Fever in 2009, I had to find myself. Like, what do I specialize in?
Right.
How can I be original? Like, I'm the go-to guy for this. And if I am that guy, I will enhance others' lifestyles. Right. And everybody can't know me. And it's okay if they know me, if they know what I do, if they don't know what I do. These are exclusive relationships. S.O.L.E, specializing in original lifestyles and exclusives. The Fever, that was just because, like, I'm always passionate about what I'm talking about. Right. I'm either really telling you something and praising you, or I'm really cursing you out, digging in your ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, thanks.
And then I'll ask you at the end, are we still friends? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But if it's something that's on my heart, I'm gonna tell you. And if you take offense to it, and I consider you a friend, then you're not gonna not like me,
right,
or you're gonna love me at the end of this
conversation,
because we're at this crossroad right now.
Yeah.
Somehow you feel like I've offended you, or maybe I pressed a button that
Right.
you don't like that I pressed, but I'm telling you about yourself because I want you to do that about me.
Which
Right.
is what a real friend should do.
It's what a real friend's supposed to do. It's what the brotherhood is all about. We
The
might not like what
brotherhood.
you tell me, but that's how it is. When did I ask you for this interview? An hour ago?
Yeah.
And because it's the brotherhood of this downtown alliance that we have.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know what? We want Prima Elements Wellness and Holistic Center
Yeah.
to flourish.
Yeah, definitely.
We wanted to flourish, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to drink the
and
juice.
support each other.
We're going to
bro.
support each other. Why not? Because we
Exactly.
got a podcast, and we trying to get the episode whatever.
Yeah, and you
And
gonna
we
get
at the beginning, so I'm like, look, Issa Rae talked about this in one. She said some people try to network up so much.
right.
Like I had an interview scheduled for today.
Right.
They called an hour ago and canceled.
right.
I was like, man, you is a prestigious person that was going to be here, and I'm thinking like they called and canceled. Like I was like, man, I just knew this episode was going to be lit,
Right.
Because this prestigious person
Right.
who is all this and that is going to be sitting in this chair.
Right.
And then when it dawned on me, I said, you know what? I don't gotta reach too far. There's a prestigious person right
real.
next door.
That's real.
We had 116, he had 124.
Yeah.
I knew somebody in there was gonna be sitting in this seat,
Right.
whether it be somebody working there.
Right.
But I was like, hopefully it was you. But everybody doesn't like to be in these little French fry lights, and my man Danny Rag say everybody don't like to be on the record button, But sometimes if you reach out instead of
Yeah.
trying to reach up, because when you reach up, that's too close to D-riding, you know what I'm saying, for my younger listeners, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, my mom might hear it, she's like, what does D-riding stand for? Mom, that's just fast forward this part, Mom. But you reach up sometimes, you might miss, you might get hung on the rim.
Yeah.
But if you do throw the assist, it can be much more beneficial. Like, I really know y'all's story.
Yeah.
The person that was going to be in here that was so prestigious, I stayed up. I was really pissed because I stayed up all night trying to read about their prestigiousness. Like, oh, wow. As a child, they did this. And
Right.
you don't say. I'm going to be ready for this. Look at
Right.
that. That's why I came in to take y'all breath mints. I
But
was
you
talking
know
about-
what, bro? I'm telling
me
you,
one of
you're
these.
still gonna get it. Or him? Was it?
I can't even say, and I don't. It's over.
I feel you.
because I had to recorrect my thinking.
But you know
Because that's
what,
what
man?
this was for.
I'm gonna tell you right now what I'm going through. Okay, we're hosting the first vegan festival in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and what we're going through right now is politics. Oh, we
man.
can't mess with you. This one guy today. We went to Wilmington this past weekend.
Azalea
for
Festival?
we went for the vegan festival.
It was a
though.
vegan too.
There was a vegan festival and the
Azalea Festival.
Festival. So one of the food trucks out there, because we're networking, we're trying to get these people to come to our vegan festival on June 23rd in a couple of months. He's like, "Oh, Fayetteville's got a lot of crime." I'm thinking like Wilmington's like the highest for opiates right now. Like, what are you
Right.
talking about, bruh?
Yeah,
like,
The Walking Dead for real.
yeah, like what are you
These
talking
crimes
about?
just waiting to spill over. It's a high
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
exactly. So my thing is like, for one, we're downtown, we're paying for security, but you don't want to work. You don't want to come to this festival because the lady that hosts their festivals doesn't want no one to participate in ours because she doesn't have any affiliation with the planning or whatnot. So it's like
So they're kind of brainwashed.
they're blackballing and brainwashing the people that. If you're down for something, if we all play basketball
Yeah.
and there's a conference going on or whatever, and we about to go, they call us like, yo, we want y'all to be in the tournament. Oh, well, we don't. And then we got this outside entity right here, like, yeah, I shouldn't go ball over there because I don't really care about them. But we love the ball though.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
ain't about that. We like the ball,
It's
bro.
all about what you like to do.
What you like?
Right.
So if you like, if your thing is a vegan food truck, it's hard to create this vegan food truck, and then you got these people that are hosting a vegan festival. Why would you not participate?
Right.
And you're gonna let politics and some little kid like how old are we? Like, did we just go back to high school or middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you can't be their friend.
You know, let
But
that,
guess what?
Let that, stop you from
Yeah,
expanding your
But
network.
it's like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
But
Exactly.
I don't want you to be mad because it's like that in the
It
garden.
is, bro.
In the garden, you got pears growing over here. You got apples growing over here. The apples don't grow in the same spot that the oranges grow, but they all make it to the same produce market. So I say that to say this: there's a festival going to be there. There's going to be people running that festival.
Yeah.
But that person's going to miss out because
Exactly.
you're going to grow it organically. For every one person that
facts.
says no, there's 100 people that don't even know to say yes yet.
Exactly.
Our job to have that S.O.L.E Fever like you have.
Right.
To have that fever, you want your temperature to be as high so that no matter who comes in contact with you, they see that you're on fire.
Yep.
And the right energy will gravitate towards you, and the blessing will be so much bigger that that people will say, "Well, I've never heard of this festival." The same festival that you tried to get those people to come to,
Exactly.
they will never have heard of it because guess what? Per capita, Fayetteville has the most amount of restaurants than anywhere else in the country.
Interesting.
I believe.
What that
Yeah, I
means
do.
is, for the amount of people that live in Fayetteville, there's way too many restaurants and too much of a selection.
It is.
But why is that so? Because we support 7 surrounding counties, if not more by now,
Yeah.
that come from wherever they come. They don't even have movie theaters some places.
Right.
We got not one, we got 1, 2, 3, and IMAX.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have putt-putt golf. We got 2 putt-putt golf spots.
Yeah.
Not that, just throwing that out there. I mean,
No, but they're not
that might not be
real.
your thing, but we got the jump center now.
Yeah.
So Fayetteville is growing, and everybody had a baseball stadium.
Yes.
So it's like, these things to do are here. And I remember so vividly, people used to say, man, you got to leave here. You got to get away from here. And I used to be like, everywhere they went, I would go. And then I was like, man, it's expensive here. Like, I got a 3-bedroom with a 2-car garage paying $750 a month. That's my rent. That's in college, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then no one can live with me because my mom secretly is renting out my garage, and she's like, not if you got roommates.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna use your garage for storage.
Exactly.
But if you agree not to have no roommates, I'll use your garage for storage, and I'll help you out on the rent. So I was like, deal.
Yeah.
No roommates, mom. And I've always been about the deal.
Yeah.
And I've always been a mama's boy. And me and my mom make deals all the time. Clean your room and take you to the mall.
Right.
Cut the grass and buy you some J's.
Right.
We've been making deals since I can remember. So we always been in making deals.
Right.
Family, and we're going to talk and returning to family. I brought up my mom because family is so important in business because we don't mess with our family like we're supposed to in our communities. Our families are our strength. You learn that from all the mob movies. You learn that from Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Your squad is your squad. That's your family. Even if it's not by blood. But for those of us who are connected to our blood relatives or who can be connected, sometimes we have to, as entrepreneurs or the leaders or the ones that have the true fever, have to take that first step to bring the family together so we can be really, really powerful.
Yeah, that just touched me right there, bro.
You know, because I know I've seen family members of yours once or twice,
Right.
4 or 5 times, but I can count how many. And I won't name the members. I won't even reveal
Right.
they were male or female. But I remember seeing somebody who's probably related to you, Adrian.
Yeah.
But I don't see them every time I see Adrian.
Right.
If you getting something to drink, I've been very refreshed. Look, we at the bottom.
Right.
If I'm about to get something to drink, before I think to go to a soda machine, before I go to Sam's Club, before I go to anywhere to get something to drink, let me call Adrian and see if he open to get me something to drink.
Yeah.
It's really that serious.
Right.
Before I go buy a pair of shoes or I get somebody to repair my shoes, I gotta give Karate that shot.
You better.
Yeah.
Now what we have to do is be ready for that shot because people come and be like, hey, yo, I got a customer for you.
Right.
And then I'd be like, man, but because why? The path of least resistance.
Right.
Yeah, I want this business, but is it going to be worth it?
Right.
That's a whole nother story because I've gotten some business and be like, man, they credit shot, man. I done wasted 4 hours with them test driving and they can't buy water.
Right.
Why would you send me this person?
Right.
But that doesn't mean I want you to stop sending me people.
Right.
So I got to work that low credit score for 4 hours just as diligently as I would the person with the high beacon score with a whole lot of money down. I got to work in the same way with the same amount of energy because that's my soul fever. It's what we do. Like if that's what makes me me and make them want to work with me.
Right.
And that's what when you go in, when you go back to your spot, when you take that word, be like, yo, to your clientele, you take it to your people that work with you. Hey, let's not sit down when people come in here.
Right.
Let's always look like it's something where we're working out.
Yeah.
We're doing something. You know what I'm saying? So that people Like when I grabbed the door this morning, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was open.
Right.
Open that thing up.
Right.
Let me know that y'all open today,
Right.
and it be something outside, like that little bit, that fever. Because every time the reason I mess with you, Adrian, because when I come in there, you really be onto your juices. You really be knowing, you be enthused.
Right.
You're
For
thoroughly
real,
immersed in the ingredients and what it's gonna do for me, and the energy it's gonna give me.
Right.
And I'd be like, man, I thought Pepsi was the answer. All this time, I just crack a
Yo,
Pepsi and Mountain
telling
Dew.
you.
I thought it was all that, but you would say
shit
like,
is
man,
healing,
you
man.
drink this one, it's gonna give you the energy you need.
Right.
It's gonna wake you up.
It's
This
that
one right
medicine,
here is gonna help
man.
your skin. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
this is crazy. But I appreciate, man. You got an open invitation to come anytime, man.
Yeah,
come back
definitely.
to the show, man.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
But right now, before we leave, because Karanchi's an expert, everybody reveal what shoe they got on. What shoe you got on? Take your shoe off.
All right. I mean, right now,
I'm gonna start with me while y'all take y'all's off.
these
I got the Jordan Bordeaux right here.
dirty.
Okay,
Ain't these the
that's like the duck boots. Wait, leave them up, leave them on the table.
Duck boot forces.
Duck boot forces. Karanchi, what you rocking with?
Rachi Trainers, Bo Jackson.
Rachi, Bo Jackson, and he has the Bo Jackson jersey on.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence with that guy, man. It's so much going down right now. All right, look, man. S.O.L.E Fever podcast is being brought to you by the great people at 2040. My man Zach. If you're trying to shoot your podcast, then you definitely got to reach out to him. I want to give a big shout out to Revamp 26 in the building.
Oh yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to Prima Elements and my man Adrian.
Yeah, all day.
Thanks for coming
All day.
and sharing us the little inspirational entrepreneurial tidbits. That's what we gonna call them,
I
man.
appreciate it, man.
We need more like it, man.
Yeah.
If you want to be a sponsor on S.O.L.E Fever, just hit us up. S.O.L.E Fever Podcast at yahoo.com. S.O.L.E
Cash
Fever
out.
Podcast.
Revamp 26.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I just heard what he said. Like,
He was like,
he does. What's your cash app? Give him your cash app.
Nah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Look. I'm clocking the dollars. Look.
Hey yo, and for you new entrepreneurs, start today. Put some work in. Stop talking and do it.
Another
Today.
wine star. I got a guy say, he said, it's not about who can do it. It's about who does it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like seriously.
Because you'll sit in somebody's spot and be like, man, we could do this. Oh man, somebody's watching this podcast right now. Like, I can do that. But,
Right.
but we did it already. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? We did it already. And we've been doing it. Like,
Right.
we've been doing it. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying, you know.
No, y'all,
It's
y'all
the same.
can too.
This is the same jean jacket since for a long time.
Yeah.
Look, everything I'm wearing is old. You know what I'm saying?
It's vintage.
But it's fly.
It's
you know what I'm
vintage.
saying? Shout out to the hat from 2040 right here.
Yeah.
My man Zach. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have. We want you to invite somebody on there. I want you to find somebody and be like, look, you gotta be somebody that you believe that you know. Not only somebody will benefit from. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
find me another one. Find me another entrepreneur that got a heart like Adrian that stepped out there and is doing it and opened up those doors every
You
day.
done T-Mac yet?
T-Mac, we're coming to find you.
Yo.
T-Mac.
T-Mac is
What? I think, T-Mac, don't get mad. We was going in alphabetical order. This is Adrian and you're T-Mac.
No,
you gotta find T-Mac.
T
We're gonna
gotta
bring
get
him.
up, yeah.
T, holla. T know the holla. T got a story to tell.
Yeah.
Since the trunk, baby.
Yo.
Since the trunk. Since
Yo,
popping them trunks,
my
man.
Word. I was shopping with T. We got a couple fake Gucci belts back in the day.
Yeah, you know. Air Maxes with no air. But things have changed.
Yeah. No, that
Things
was
have
a
changed.
long time
That was a
ago.
long, but it talks about, like, I was
Yeah.
watching another podcast, can't name them because you ain't paying. But I was watching another podcast. They would talk about people that made millions selling the fake sneakers and only had to do about 4 years, 4
Yo.
months, how many was it?
Yo.
4 months or 4 years?
I think it's
I
4 years.
4
believe
years,
it, man.
Like, would you do 4 years for $1 million?
What? Yes. I do 10, 15 years for $1 million. I work at jobs. They say, yo, you work here for 20 years, you're going to get $1 million. You got people that work their whole lives and they made what's 80,000.
This is true.
I mean-
no, they spent 80,000.
I mean, look, if
Yeah,
you
you
work
got it.
if you work every day for 12 hours at McDonald's at $7.50, you'd only make 39,000 at the end of the year.
Dang.
And that's busting your ass.
Yeah.
I'm just letting that sink in. I'm just gonna let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? McDonald's don't have these wings at a half price right down the street. So we're gonna wrap this up so we get these half price wings, man. S.O.L.E Fever, Revamp, Prima, Elements.
Yeah.
We out.
Shout out.
Appreciate it. Thank you, y'all.
All day.
Don't knock over the juice.
All day.